Hey everybody, and welcome to Module 1. This video is basically going to explain how the module works, how you flow through it, what you should be looking at, what's important, what's not important. Everything's important. So especially since this is your first module, I'm just going to go through everything and make sure that you understand it. So on the first day, you really should have been working on the welcome and the student orientation module, getting all that stuff out of the way. That way, if you have any questions, you could get them answered right away before you get into Module 1. But on the welcome page, there is something called the pacing guide. It's on the right-hand side, and it's a really, really good way to basically just make sure that you're doing enough every single day in order to finish the module on time and not, procrastinate and then try to do everything all at once. So on the first day of the 31st, you could do the welcome and student orientation pages, get all those things out of the way. They are not due until the 1st, but if you get them out of the way, then you can go ahead and get started on the other stuff, which is really important. And I'll actually be opening up the class early anyways, so you probably have a couple of days that you've been working on that as well. But Module 1 officially starts on Thursday and ends really quickly on Friday, 2-day module. So it's really important that you get everything done on time and that you're not trying to do everything too quickly. So on Thursday, basically, you're just learning all the information in Module 1. You're going through the content and you are taking notes. So it tells you to go over Module 1, all the pages. The main page, 6 primary computer components, IPC, which is information processing cycle, code, speed, software, internet safety, and evaluating sites. So you go back and the main page is this first page here, Module 1. Okay, it's going to have the video that I'm creating now on it, as well as a little summary about what you're going to be learning in the module and some key terms that are really important. Again, I would take notes along the way because Haiku, this learning management system, is my book. So it's going to be hard for you to flip back through and try to find all the information. But if you take good notes and you write down the stuff that you don't know, then you'll be able to reference it easily. Now, the next thing is Edpuzzle. Now, this is not showing up correctly. This is showing up because I'm already in as a student. What you'll see here is it'll say something like I am, and it'll say student. And if you click the drop down, you could choose teacher. Well, you want to choose student, and then you want to choose login with Google. And when you do that, it should automatically register you into my Edpuzzle class. I'll be able to see that you have joined my Edpuzzle class. And then when you click start assignment, or you play the video, it will be a video that I've gone out and found. It's going to teach you about the computer. But what I've done is I've added these little green question marks. They either may be a note of me telling you something to do, like to take notes, again, another note telling you something important, or it'll be a question. And this is a really good way for me to just kind of figure out if you're understanding what you're learning. And so I will be looking over those things. So you do want to submit an answer. And, if I feel like, oh gosh, they've gotten several things wrong, then I can contact you and make sure that you're on the right path. All right, so that's it for that first page, real short and easy. So then you'll move on to the next page, which is 6 primary computer components. I've already got these open for easy access. So on this one, this is a lot of text, unfortunately, but you're just learning about 6 primary computer components that make up the computer. So you'll see input devices is the first. I give you some examples as well as show you some pictures, and then I explain what an input device is. I have a processor, I have memory, I have output, storage, and communication. So you'll want to look over all those. When you see something in a different color, specifically purple, that means it's a hyperlink. You can right click on it, open it in a new tab, and that'll just give you further information in case you're kind of confused between the difference of RAM and ROM. So that's kind of additional if you need it. Then there's another video for you to look over. And then at the very bottom is a little review game here. You can click start, and down at the bottom, you can choose what you want to do, whether you want to match, learn, test. And then that way you can just kind of figure out what you already know and what you're doing well with. All right, so our next page is the information processing cycle, or IPC. I have a little diagram here. I explain how it works, the stages of it, and I even give you a little audio file if you'd rather listen to the audio file than read the information. Okay, next is going to be code and computer language. So how the computer communicates and understands things. Again, you want to take notes. I've given you a little bit of short information here, and you want to watch this video. You don't necessarily have to watch the entire video, but you at least want to get to about the 5-minute mark, so that way you can actually see him creating numbers in binary code. I don't expect you to be able to create the number yourself, like 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, but I do expect you to understand how it works, the fact that they're on and off switches, and how it's an 8-bit code made up of 8 zeros and 1s. Over on the right, if you need some additional help, there's a little review game for binary code, or if you're just more interested. And again, just still struggling, there is other information that you can find to help you better understand how the computer languages work. All right, then we'll move on to speed. And basically, this is just how the computer operates and how, it will either be slow or be fast. Again, you can see that there's hyperlinks here, so you can open those up to look further into what is a byte if you're still confused. And again, more information on the right if you're still confused on why the processor is important. So again, hopefully you're noticing the trend that the right-hand side is really additional resources as opposed to mandatory resources. Software, so you'll watch 2 videos about system and application software. Again, additional links there if you need them. Then you'll go onto the internet. You'll notice we've got some key terms here. We've got some pictures. We've got some diagrams. There's a video if you want to click here to learn more. And we've got another Edpuzzle. So hopefully you're kind of getting the gist. You're just going through this. It looks like I've got a broken image that I'm going to go fix. I'll do that now. If you ever see that and you're confused, email me. I'll take care of it. And then there's another video and another review game. This one down here at the bottom, you don't necessarily have to go through, but these 3 pages are great, especially if you're still confused on any of these aspects of the computer. So you could always look through that as well. But again, you're just going through, reading the information and learning it. Normally I would stand up here and I would talk to you about all this. So the difference is that you're teaching yourself by reading it. Then you'll learn about internet safety. Very short. You've got a small little video here, a little information here at the top, and then you've got some additional resources on the site on the side if you want to learn more about, how to protect your passwords or how to be safe on the internet. Very short, very easy. And then the last one is evaluating websites. And so you'll notice, you've got a little bit of information here on evaluating websites. You've got a link with a tutorial that you're going to go through. This is actually currently not working. I've got to figure out what's going on with it, but I will have it fixed by the time you guys start this class. And then here's a little slideshow at the end. And so you can just click through the slideshow. And again, it's going to teach you more about evaluating resources. If I can't get this link going, I'll end up adding more to this presentation. So if you end up seeing that gone, that's why. Okay, but that's it. I know it's a lot, but get it out of the way. Maybe do half of it in the morning, half of it at night. And then that way, tomorrow, Friday, or the second day for you, you could go ahead and start your activities because, again, everything is due on Friday. And I'll have another video on the projects page right here. So when you click on Project and Discuss, you will see another video. And this video is of me explaining how everything works. And you can see I've got that the due date is the 2nd. And I've told you here the due date is the 2nd. Notice that this is from last summer. So just know that there might be a couple of weird things in here about last summer, but make sure you're doing your updated version. You're paying attention to the due date. But this is me explaining what you're going to be doing in your projects and your quizzes. So again, it's a really good way for you to make sure that you're meeting all the requirements. And because I'm also going to talk and show you examples within these videos. So I definitely recommend that you watch those. When you are done, you will put your project over here on the right in the Dropbox. Again, additional resources on the right if you need them. You've got your discussion board, so you can click on discuss. Once it is open, you'll be able to click a little plus right here where you'll be able to add your discussion, and then you can take the quiz by clicking on the link. All right, well, that's it. I will see you guys in the next module, and good luck. Email me if you need anything. I'm always here for you. See you next time.